I just purchased a fairly sizable collection that included key dates as well as mostly type coins. And this is some of the stuff that's very difficult for coin dealers to purchase because one, most of them, or at least a lot of them, had problems. They either had PVC, which is, some residue from the plastic they were housed in for decades. Some of them had damage, cleaned, and, just for instance, this right here is a genuine 1937D three-leg buffalo. It's whizzed. Now, when you look at the coin, it looks like it could be AU, but unfortunately on the holder, it doesn't have that listed. So a dealer has to figure out what they're going to pay for a coin like this, knowing that it is rare and will still sell for a good amount of money. Now, you could probably crack it out of this holder and sell it as a problem-free coin. And I hope as a dealer you don't do that kind of thing. I know some dealers do watch these videos, but that wouldn't be a good idea to do to anybody. It needs to stay in this holder or maybe sent to PCGS or maybe even Annex. And let ANACS put a actual grade on it, so resubmit it so that you have a point grade anyways, or at least whether it's AU or whatever it might be. But it looks like a really nice coin. It doesn't look like it has a problem. But, unfortunately, it has been cleaned a little bit. Then you have, coins like these, which these are easy to buy. A 32D like this, it's AG, so you can find a price for that. It's not clean and damage on or anything like that. But then you run into, let's say, a coin like this one here. When people bring in a coin like this, they know that it is a rare coin, it's an older coin, and to them it looks like a really valuable coin because it's 1835. But you can see the huge gouge up here at the top. So you have to pay for the coin based off of that damage and how unsightly it looks, even though the coin is probably in the grade of close to very fine, which makes it worth a little bit of money, a little more money than usual. Because usually when you see these, they come in, they're AG, G, got a lot of wear on them. This coin doesn't. It looks really nice, actually, besides that gouge. And it's so small, a lot of times you don't see it in some of the darker holders these came in, and you overlook a little issue. So you open it up and to package it, maybe remove some PVC or whatever you have to do to restore it, and you realize it has this gouge. It looks worse than what it did in the holder. That's another reason why it's very difficult to buy this kind of stuff, because look at it. I mean, it literally comes in like this. Okay, now we've repackaged these already, and then we have a few more like this, and they're very, like I said, just they came in a bunch of folders, and I've got a bag here from some more coins. And like I said, with the issues they have, you've got to come at a discount, and then some people, really value their coins more than you will, being a dealer. This is a 1797. Now, it's got some environmental issues with it. You can't hardly see it in the holder. This is the holder that it came in. So when you're looking at these coins, you're trying to look at them, you're going through a bunch of them. Literally Saturday when they came in, and I appreciate the purchase, I really do. Not complaining about the coins or anything like that. It's just I'm doing a video kind of sharing the inside of how dealers feel, or at least how we were. I had the A team here on Saturday, the three of us, and we were going through all these coins. It took us hours to go through and make the fairest offer we could on these coins. But as you can see, there's just hardly a reverse to this. So you can't see if it has a variety, stems or no stems and things like that, because that's important. But at least it has the date, so you can sell it for that. It's a little off center, it looks like. So that'll help a little bit too. But you've got to figure out what you're going to offer someone for these. This is another one, 1814, a little bit better. Not rim cuds, it actually has dents on the rim. So it's not cuds, but you can see how the light reflects off of it. Very difficult to see coins like this. So you're trying to value them. You're trying to see how much damage is on these coins. And yet you're also looking at a coin that's worth some money if it was problem free. And experienced dealers' eyes can see the problems on coins. Sometimes people who are selling the coins to you do not see it, and maybe they don't agree. But these are nice coins nonetheless. It's coins that you do want to buy because they're type coins. As long as you can get them for a decent price to where you can resell them. See, this one here is a little darker. It's just, I don't know if you can see all the pitting in the image. I get that the blue light there, it helps focus the coin. But you can see all the pitting on the coin. So it's a damaged coin, it's a problem coin, but yet it's still an 1801 full date, decent grade, but the problems do deduct from it. So I have coin after coin like this, drape busts. I have several of those here. And obviously I'm going to have these up on our website, portsmouthcoinshop.com eventually. I'm going to take pictures of these, do the best that I can trying to sell them. It's an 1813 classic head. Like I said, when you're looking at it, when you imagine you are a dealer and you can tell this coin has got some issues. You don't know exactly how much until you get out of this holder, but you can't remove all of them as you're appraising these coins. So you know you're having some problems with it. So you're trying to make a decent deal. You see the prices they paid for it as well. That makes it more difficult. So like I said, it is difficult for a dealer to buy this kind of stuff, especially for an honest dealer who's trying their best to make the fairest offer possible, but also being fair to themselves. So then I have some more here that we can look at, and these are half cents and they're small, but they have problems on them. Some of them you can't tell what variety they are because of the issues. This one here you would be able to tell. You can see the 1/200, the half cent here. They're really cool fillers, hole fillers for typesets and things like that. But trying to buy stuff like this when it comes in a load, I mean, I'm talking a bunch, is not easy. A lot of dealers will pass up on stuff like this. They'll just say, I'm not going to, this one here is not a bad coin here. It's not worth sending off for grading, but it's a pretty good coin right here. That's the kind you want to buy. It's easy to buy that one because you can look at it and say, okay, pretty much it's got a gash there underneath the neck, but it's still probably problem free. So yeah, a lot of dealers would pass up on a lot of these. They would look at the collection as a whole and they'd try to buy it as a whole and then they'd just try to flip it real fast in one of the dealer groups. Because it takes a lot of work to mess with stuff like this. And here's another one. I mean, even though this looks like a coin that would be high grade to some people, it's very fine to extra fine 40, but it's been whizzed. I mean, it's been almost polished. And then it's counterstep with an E. The seller didn't realize that and didn't really pay attention because, a lot of times you're looking at it and you want your coins to be worth more money and you don't pay attention to a lot of things. They overlook things, and I've done it too. I've sent coins off for grading and overlooked it, certain things on a coin, and realized when I get it back, like, oh, why didn't I see that? It happens. It's another coin. It's clean. It's still nice. Not knocking these at all, just saying that when a dealer runs into a lot of these coins like this, there's just different mismatches and different kinds. This one here's the 2 cent. It's a small motto, which actually the letters are just a different font. They are smaller, but they're just a different font. But it is a problem coin. It has issues. It has environmental damage. So it's going to be worth some money, but it's worth less. How much less? You're sitting there trying to value all these coins as you're looking through them, and it is not an easy task to do. You got your gray sheet out, you got your eBay, your sold auctions, and you're looking at you're trying to look at Red Book if you can, but it's just not always a good thing to do because it's retail. So you can't use retail to buy these. They're ungraded. But like I said, this is the stuff that dealers do want to buy. A lot of dealers want to buy if it's problem free. They would rather pass on it if it's not. Here at this coin shop, if we can, we do try to pass on problem coins here at the coin shop. Sometimes that's not doable. Sometimes you'll have a collection that's half and half, or there's some really nice coins in there and then there's some really bad coins in there. So you go ahead and you buy it. You don't want to really pass up on coins too much. But if someone just brings in a couple damaged coins and they're wanting a little too much for them, then you'd have to pass on them. That's just one of the things that comes with the territory. Unfortunately, you have a bunch of problem coins that you can't sell. The actual saying here, the actual idiom that people use is a problem coin is a problem to sell or a problem to get rid of. So you don't want to do it too much. But hopefully this helped you a little bit. Maybe realize that when you bring coins in, suspect that a dealer's not trying to lowball you just because they're saying your coin's damaged and a problem. It probably has a problem. Typically coins that are ungraded that are really good, why aren't they graded yet? That's one of the things you have to think about. So there might be a reason why that coin's not graded yet, if it's actually rare or valuable. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.